Hi guys, Autumn here from the Tye-Dyed Iguana. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a 10-gallon tank for 1,000 crickets. To start, I'm going to go ahead and show you all of our products that we have that we'd be using to get it set up. So first, you're going to need a 10-gallon tank, which is right over here for you. And next, you're going to need a lid. That'll be this way. All right, next you're going to need a screen top for them, obviously for a 10-gallon. All right, next we are going to need a water bowl and food bowl. So we have many options over here for your liking. You're just gonna need something small though. So today we're gonna go ahead and use these two small water bowls. That'll be big enough for 1,000 crickets. You're just gonna wanna check your food and water daily just to make sure that they don't run out. Next is food and water. So we have your cricket food. And then we have your water crystals. The reason we're gonna use water crystals instead of using like faucet water is because crickets are not always the brightest and they will drown in regular water. So the crystals are able to kind of sit on top, drink a little bit, and then go do their thing. Next, egg crate. So, egg crate. So you're gonna need egg crate for that way they're not stacked on top of each other because it is gonna be 1,000 crickets, so it's a lot that sits in there. Now let's go ahead and show you guys how to get it set up. All right guys, so now we have all of our supplies collected on our table. So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get this set up. So obviously your 10-gallon tank. Now you're gonna take your egg crate. And what I tend to do, just because the egg crate is a little bit tall and it does reach all the way up to the top part of your tank, I like to take my first top layer off and kind of stack it in there. So I'm just not gonna do it right now. Just to show you guys what we're doing. So I like to take my egg crate and I like to stack it just like this. That way it's not pressed together and the crickets are kind of climbing and not able to get through it. You want to make sure that they have plenty of room to run around in there. So for a 10-gallon tank, 5 pieces is going to be perfectly fine for you. So I got 1 extra. So that'll be just like that without that top little layer sitting in there. All right, next we're gonna get our food bowl and water bowl set up. So just take a little bit of your water. I fill it all the way up to the top, just like that. I'm gonna set it on the other side of the tank. Next we do food. Make a mess everywhere. That's what I'm good at. We'll set the food on the other side. And then so there's that for you. Well, technically right before I set the food and water in there, I like to dump my crickets first. That way I'm not dumping all of them on top of all that. But you can kind of do it however you like. After your crickets are in there, you're gonna take your lid, place it right on top. You don't necessarily need clamps, but you can use clamps if you want to, and you'll just clamp them down the sides. So that's how you'll set up a 10-gallon tank for 1,000 crickets. So for some of the maintenance that this tank is going to need is you're gonna wanna change out the egg crate. I would recommend honestly every 2 weeks for it, up to a month, just because the crickets are gonna kind of poop all over it and it does get very, very nasty at that point. Another thing you're gonna wanna do daily is check the food and water just to make sure that they have enough. If they don't have any food or water, you might see a lot of die-off happen. A reason why you would want to keep crickets at home is if you have like multiple reptiles that are eating the same crickets, or you are not able to get up to the shop every single week, 1,000 crickets definitely come in handy for you.